Yeah, you want to step out when you're watching your back with three eyes open and all the way. So, I think that it's been an interesting season.
Mm.
But we just pray that we get over this. As I said, that this too shall pass. Today in the US, they've tried to review the quarantine time to 5 days for those who are asymptomatic, and I think that by and large, I mean, we have been able to manage this
Yeah,
thing. Just
yeah.
that some have been a little bit reckless, but I think that the fear, the panic, and people dying. We know there's now a vaccine. Research again is showing that those who are vaccinated have, even if you get a very mild symptom and you not be hospitalized and all those. I think that
Exactly.
we are making some progress, and just like what the WHO director said, that 2022 could be the end of COVID, depending on how we do things.
So it comes back to us.
Us as a person, and
Yeah.
maybe it could be like just like any other ailment, common
Yeah.
cold, malaria, HIV/AIDS, diabetes. How do you manage it?
Exactly.
Maybe
You
that
know,
could be
we're
the thing.
tired of the mask. We just want to stop wearing the mask, but it's a long way. If we must stop wearing the mask, it means that we must stick to all the protocols,
I mean,
get the
you're
vaccine,
right.
and kick this
Get
whole
vaccinated,
COVID-19 out of the way.
and vaccinated, and let's get the boosters.
Yeah.
It's shown to be working.
All right, stay with us. We've got the Joy Business Reports coming up right now.
Good morning and you're welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up, government rejects suggestions of double standards after agreeing to manage the Ameri plant after it heavily criticized the previous administration. And the Ghana Revenue Authority assures of more reforms aimed at improving tax collections and tapping into the digital and commerce space, and oil marketing companies to push for freeze in issuance of new licenses by the regulator. My name is George Wiafe. Let's now settle for the details. Now, government is rejecting suggestions of double standards after it agreed to take over the Ameri power plant, which it had criticized the previous administration for it. Now, it follows concerns that government could have rejected taking the deal over concerns about how it was structured. But Deputy Minister of Energy Andrew Sujapamesa says that that was not possible. It, however, maintains that they still have issues with the contract.
Bear in mind that government is a continuum. Yes, as we speak, we have excess capacity. And like I've consistently maintained throughout this conversation, Ameri has been off since January 2021. Has that impacted power generation in any way? But it's an asset that has been acquired by the government of Ghana, albeit under the NDC administration. The NPP government cannot leave that asset to rot. And so if we can deploy it into another part of Ghana to ensure that it helps in stabilizing the grid, why not? And how is that an inconsistency from the criticism? And indeed, you and I have shared documents that demonstrate that indeed the current generation capacity that we pay for far exceeds the peak demand that the entire Ghana. But these are contractual issues that we have to deal with, and so we're dealing with it.
But some people thought that because of the concerns with the whole transaction, maybe it could have been paid off for the people to take it back.
No, but it's not a transaction that you could have paid for the people to take it back. It's a build, own, operate, and transfer. So they built it during the period that during the period between the building and the transfer, they owned and operated it. That period has lapsed. And so necessarily, the government of Ghana has to take over at no cost, if you like, because we paid for it over the period of the operation and the maintenance.
And that's the Deputy Minister of Energy, Andrew Sujapamesa. Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has indicated that they will introduce more reforms aimed at improving tax collections in the country. The authority's assurance is coming on the back of low revenue mobilization and the projected 105 billion Ghana cedis revenue target for next year. But Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Reverend Dr. Amishada Osomo, has indicated that they are committed to dealing with these issues. He told Joy Business they will be targeting more the commerce and digital space.
We have completed our online filing system, and we started earlier on. There are certain things that we qualify, but we will be able to do your corporate income tax, do your NHIL, do your personal income tax, all online. And at the same time, we will also be able to allow you to pay by all the banks that are hooked onto the Ghana.gov platform. And so we are expecting that you should be able to sit in your office, in the comfort of your home, file and pay. And currently, in the situation where you have to walk to just 2 banks and pay, will also be people behind us where you can pay from your own bank. If your bank is connected to the Ghana.gov, you can debit your own account and credit the GRA account in that same bank without having to go to the tax office to file. Education has already started within our own, and sensitization among our staff have already started.
Reverend Dr. Mishada Osomo is the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, talking about some reforms being implemented by his outfit to help improve tax collections. Now, the oil marketing companies say they are working hard to push for some freeze on issuance of new licenses for oil firms in the sector. The move has been stated over what has been described as some practices that are thought to be inimical to the industry. Coordinator of the association, Kwekwa Jumandia, tells Joy Business they are also taking several steps to bring some sanity into the industry.
We used to publish members of good standing in the
Are
days.
you still doing that now?
You know, that was when the numbers were small. Now the numbers are increasing. The numbers are increasing in some way that we're even getting to the stage we want to tell the MPA that, look, why don't you halt the issuance of licenses and let's do a house cleaning exercise, before we continue. Because it's like anybody thinks that you can be in the industry, and that shouldn't be. And that's what we want to change the picture now.
You think that the entry requirement the barrier is too low? Everybody can dive into it.
I think
George
Wiafe
gets some money and all the rest.
Exactly.
I think that the industry is quite prosperous or successful, and therefore let me set up one station down here and then use it to do other things.
That's what we want to avoid.
Do you think that the requirements, entry levels, should be reviewed?
We have made an
now?
attempt on that.
Have you made that proposal to the National Petroleum Authority?
We have. And the recent one that they are doing was at the behest of our request. So the only difference is that the barrier is high, still people are entering. So probably we need to look at other things. Now we're looking at issues of due diligence by us, because invariably the people who become, who go for license are some of our own people who have grown to the extent that they think they want to be independent. Then they go for the license. And I can say this, in Malaysia, for instance, the regulator, the moment he gets a letter for application for license, he throws it to the association.
Yeah.
The association is the people. And they go around, and their feedback is about 80% of what the ratings, what they are supposed to give you before they allow you to have your license.
Coordinator of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Kweku Ajiman-Dua. Let's look at other stories on the Ghana's culture and arts that will be positioned as key investment attraction for next year. That is aimed at targeting the excess of over $1 million per annum. Now, Chief Executive of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, that is Wiafe Grant, tells Jabez the decision is premised on the huge demand for Ghana's culture and arts in the diaspora. He spoke at the Taste of Ghana Day by the forecourt, organized at the forecourt in front of the State House here in Accra.
Recent results that came out from Bloomberg shows that in the third quarter, Ghana grew by 6.6%, which is a well-beating growth rate. Despite all the problems that we have, we seem to be doing something very right, and we just need to further reinforce that and go with it. Culture is one. Our culture is going. Last year, we saw some amazing things. We saw some of our musicians on the international scene. We can put Kelewele on the world map. We can put Jollof on the world map. So for me, those are all commodities that can actually be monetized and add part to a culture. I mean, as we speak, the diaspora almost every year bring in an average of $3 billion. So if we create an event that also is attractive to them and for them is exciting, I think it's a great thing for us.
And that's the chief executive of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Wiafe Grant, speaking at the Taste of Ghana event, which was organized or took place in front of the forecourt of the State House in Accra, where the Ghana Investment Promotion Center is targeting over 1 billion Ghana cedis per annum from this sector in terms of growing investment. To the currency market, 6 Ghana cedis, 42 pesos should get you $1 this morning. The British pound is, however, going for 8 Ghana cedis, 57 pesos. The euro, on the other hand, is selling at 7 Ghana cedis, 25 pesos. So the commodity market, crude went down marginally and is trading at $75.90 a barrel. And the precious metal gold was, however, up by $6, and this morning is selling at $1,814.13. That is an ounce for the precious metal. Cocoa was down by $12 and is selling at $2,461 a ton. And so for those who are following the crude oil market closely, it's still somehow down, and maybe that'd be good for us locally when it comes to prices at the pumps, where the next review should be from this weekend. And that's all for the Joy Business Report. Back to you, Mama V. Owusu.
Thank you very much, George. You know, George, later this morning, we're having the legal clinic. Samsung and his friends, who are lawyers, are providing free services here on the Super Morning Show today.
And it does remind me of those days when GBC used to do the radio lawyer, interesting. So all the legal, the jargons, don't break it down for us, please. The co-orantum and then all those things, don't bring it small down for us and all the rest.
George, the interesting thing about what we're doing today is, you as a person, whatever legal issues that you have. So you're in business. It could be anything.
Contract people.
Yeah.
Another thing about the status of the Freedom to Information Act as well, where you need information from government and government agencies, and the status, how you can use the legal tools to get that information. I think that is one of our biggest challenges as journalists in trying to tell the story, and people will put pressure. You're not doing this. You cannot come and sit on there and run your mouth without facts and documents to support you. So yes, there could be rumors about somebody being corrupt. There could be rumors about putting certain public officials on their foot. But you need the documents. You need more data. You need information. And getting access to this data is our biggest challenge. So how can we use this Freedom Information Act thing to still get what we want, and not people not hiding behind secrecy and all those things? So that's what I want to get from
it sounds like you need a one-on-one with something. So I'll reserve something for you, George. Thanks, George, for the Joy Business Reports. But you can be part of our legal clinic. It's really all about you. Send your messages ahead of that conversation on 055 1111997. That's the WhatsApp number. If you've got any legal questions you want to put to the lawyers, send it to 055 1111997. You can also post on Facebook using the hashtag JoySMS, hashtag Prison Change. We'll open the phone lines a bit later on when that conversation gets underway, so look out for that. Still ahead, though, we'll bring you the review segment of our show, but we've got the inspirational song, which is